All right. Shalom Yasharallah. Call halal Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah Waharaka Kodash Brakathum. I like to give double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the select number of Ahchyam pushing his truth and sincerity in four corners of the round earth. And salutations to the select number of Ahkwad out there listening. What I like to get into is you know, we can't overthink, overthink things in this truth. Yet at the same time, man, can't be simple as well. It's a balance. Okay. As a matter of fact, I'm always a beautiful go-to. You got to be balanced in this truth due to the fact, man, we're not in control, man. This this walk, this journey that we're on, it's a test, man. Life is a test. Life is a test, and we're looking to ace it, man. That's how you really have to really approach this truth. You want to know the right answers, and you want to do the right things to get those answers. How do you do that? Study and show thyself approved. And then how we conduct ourselves in our daily lives and so forth. Doing the right things, really makes it somewhat, I feel, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shah, a lot easier, man. Because as we like to say, bro, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shah, when you're truly focused on Yahweh Shah, man, and see the difference between yourself and people who are not in the fold, you really see a different mindset, man. So we have to be grateful of that, Ahchyam and you Akwat out there, man. This life is a test, man. Just because you fail a test don't mean, hey, you got to make that test up, right? It may come again at you, and you may, pass it with flying colors. Then sometimes we fall short of the glory, right? We're not perfect, it's doing good, but the Most High anyway, but that don't mean to be out here, pardon my French, but to live life like a piece of shit either, man. We're representatives of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. So we need to act like it and be more so in the spirit of hey, man, I have to push through. We have to push through. Ain't no ands, ifs, or buts about it. You have to push through. Okay? You have to push through, and that's not that's a non-negotiable, man. And it's truth. You have to push through. Okay? This is Proverbs chapter 11, verse 1. A false balance is an abomination to Yahweh, but a just weight is his delight. Okay? Can't always, I'm not expecting a brother to be skinning and grinning from ear to ear 24/7, but neither am I expecting a brother to be with their head down 24/7 either, man. It's a balance. We don't have our highs and our lows in this truth. Okay? And once again, those highs and those lows are tests that are thrown at us. And what are those tests? Hey, being tried and refined, man. Okay? Satan's gonna test you many ways, many ways. Okay? We all know the story of Job. Okay? And that's such a beautiful example, bro, to just keep pushing, bro, because it sucks. It sucks here in this captivity, man. But you can't you can't let that weigh on you heavy, So let me get Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 16 and 17. Verse 6, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 16. Be not righteous over much, neither make thyself over wise. Why shouldest thou destroy thyself? Okay? You know, I've struggled with this from the apostles, bishops, and elders, man. You know, it's just particular, things that, you know, the in this society is not going to be gotten right. Why? Because we're in captivity. This is not our rest. Okay. We do the best we can. We 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 do our due diligence when it comes to ingredients. We make sure, we don't eat, to the best of our ability, eat harmful things. But hey, we're not in control of the manufacturing of particular food items that we consume. You know, now we are responsible for our diets, yes, very much so. But that could really take on a toll on you spiritually and mentally, man. That could really fuck with you, man. Pardon my French. That could really f with you, man. You know, and I've been a victim to that. You know, when I'm trying to fight that as well. Now they're gonna have particular ingredients, or well, it may be labeled this and that, and you're doing all this and that, man. Before you know it, man, you you know you're so engulfed in that. It's like you have this level of paranoia that's clouding your judgment. And that's why this is a perfect scripture for us, man. These scriptures are to comfort us, man. Even at our lowest point and our highest points, these scriptures are here to comfort us. It's that rub on the back, it's that pat on that back, it's that hug. Hell, it's the fellowship of the Ahchyam, man. You know, that's why that's why the Lord so graciously having this mercy on us, man, giving to us this is our constellation on the side is the brotherhood, you know. So we have to really we really have to embrace that, Ahchyam. When something is just this society messes with you, man. Okay, these demons is very demonic out here, man. Okay, you're gonna be messed with. Okay, verse 17: Be not overmuch wicked, neither be thou foolish. Why shouldest thou die before thy time? Okay, don't be out here being wicked and trying to justify it. Okay, don't well we are in captivity, this and that. Nah. you know Now, because granted, we are in this captivity, but if you just doing the most and it's not lawful, like, come on, bro. We're here to rehearse the righteous acts. you know we get it, we're in captivity, but if you just out here just blatantly dealing with women who are in who's already been claimed by another man, you going off. You out here eating unlawful food, just straight up, like, hey, bro, you going off. Okay, you being a thief, you're going off. You being a busybody and backbiting, just being on demon time, while in the truth you going off, man. And the Lord will judge your ass, man. You know, those are extremes, but those extremes have been seen, unfortunately, in the ministry from time to time. And those guys, are plucked out, right? Call halal y'all by Shema Shah for that. So don't be, don't be, no reason to be on no goddamn demon time, especially if you're in the ministry, man. Okay, the Lord chose us, man. That should tell you something, man. No, you're not gonna get everything right, but at the same time, there aren't any excuses for you to do your best to get it right. All that excuse shit is out the window, man. Okay, and these are beautifully written stated very well, like, bro, don't be out here on being demon time, and then don't sit here and being over righteous and overthinking, because we're all guilty. Okay, we're all guilty of 16 and 17. That's why it's a balance. Okay, if it's particular stuff you feel that's gonna make you not be on the right side of history, and hey, fast, pray, really dig deep, really fight, you know it's like it's knowing that let's just say, for example, your brothers, some brothers got that it factor, being a ladies man, but at times that being that so-called ladies man is not really what's up, especially in the time that we're in. That could cloud your judgment. You'll start falling for the okie doke. Oh, she told me it was complicated, and nah, bro. When a woman tell you it's complicated, that means she's seeing another nigga, bro. No, just let that, whoever, the chick you dealing with. Hey, I'm good on that. I'm just looking for women who single. You dig? No BS, and on the, and I got this. Nah. I just want to put that as an example out there. You know, because on that spectrum, it's like being not over much wicked, because it's like, well, she told me it's complicated. She said they kind of on and off, bro. Leave that alone. Or let's say a woman don't believe, and because vast majority of brothers deal with Israelite women. Nah, bro, she don't believe. Say, bro, if that woman is not causing a rift between you and the ministry, and she is not bringing problems, she's pleasant and to your liking, and she's aligning with your program, like as far as, hey, that's me, baby, that's how I roll, and she rocking, but she don't know she an Israelite. That's cool, bro. Just deal with that woman. That's those are examples. Abaratazar, I'm not being I'm being very clear and not coming across vague through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. I want to I want to make that very clear, because the scriptures are very clear. The scriptures are very clear. You did. This is Second Ezra chapter 16. Where did I want to start at? I'll start at verse 73. This is Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 73. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. We're going to be tried. Going to be tried. You're not going to, I'm not, we're all not too fond, the thoughts that come across our mind, whether it be intrusive thoughts, you don't act on it. You really just got to be in the spirit, man. You really just got to be in the spirit at all times, and it's hard, it's tough, because we're in this flesh. We are in this flesh. Yes, you're going to have, you're going to fall short here and there, but don't make that your whole, well, man, nah, bro. We're here to fight, okay? Verse 74. Hear, O ye, my beloved, saith the Lord. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Okay? Those who are chosen, hey, those are the elect, will be chosen. It's a 50-50 chance, bro. You got to look at it like that. If it's that much of a chance, man, why wouldn't you not push? It's not like it's only a 10% chance, then you get all doubtful, and nah, bro. That spirit of doubt, that's a trash mentality. Don't we've come too far to doubt. The Lord is moving, the Lord is moving, bro. Like I said, we all, deal with our demons and so forth. and things that we got going on in our mind. Nah, bro. If it be the will of Yahweh, I'm gonna push. As long as this breath in my lungs and the Lord allows me to breathe and wake up each day and I'm able bodied, I'm a push to the best of my ability. Okay. Verse 75. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your God. Okay. Let me read that again. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide. We got a guide, bro. We got a guide. We got a set of rules, which are a beautiful set of rules that'll keep you in the favor of the Most High as long as you follow them to the best of your ability. Follow the instructions, right? What's the acronym for the Bible? Basic instructions before leaving Earth. So I like that acronym. It's like, bro, we try to gain favor, in the sight of the Lord. Do what we can to the best of our ability. Verse 76. And the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith Yahweh our power, let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves. Right? Sounds pretty familiar, right? From Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 16 and 17, which I was just reading, right? Let me read that again. Let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves. Don't be bragging and boasting and wickedness, and be not over righteous much as well. And you're gonna have some things you're gonna need to work on, but don't let that take you out the game. It's kind of like, because this is a test, right? Are not the greatest athletes tested when they sprain an ankle, may have a fracture, may be down, and it's like ain't no possible way they can come back? Or a fighter, they're getting the hell beat out of them, and then that miraculous comeback. you know that's how we have to look at this truth, man. That's how we have to look at this ministry. A miraculous comeback, because that's what it's gonna have to take. It's gonna have to be miraculous, and that miraculousness is gonna be what? Yahweh Shah Hamashiach returning, okay, getting his lick back, big bro, okay. We need a kingdom. We need Yahweh Shah Hamashiach. So keep our mind set on that, Ahchyam. Don't have a defeatist mindset. It will surely take you out the game. You don't want to be taken out your game. Verse 77. Woe be unto them that are bound with their sins and covered with their iniquities, like as a field is covered over with bushes, and the path thereof covered with thorns, that no man may travel through. Okay? And that woe is what? Destruction. Nobody likes to anybody trying to I've never seen someone, if it's like thorns and thorns and look at sticker patches. Try to walk through a field of them. See if your ankles don't get worn out, and you got to, especially them ripe green ones. Well, but just imagine like a field of those and thorns. Hey, you ain't trying to. So don't get engulfed in your shortcomings. And also, just like I just read, it's verse 76. Don't sit there and boast. We ain't niggas, man. We're not niggas. So don't be boasting in iniquity. And at the same time, when you falling short, you know, regroup. Pick your head up. Pick your head up, man, and push. Okay? And as you can see, I'll read that again. Woe be unto them that are bound with their sins and covered with their iniquities, like as a field is covered over with bushes, and the path thereof covered with thorns, that no man may travel through. You know, those who conform to this way of thinking and living. Verse 78, it is left undressed, and it is cast into the fire to be consumed therewith. Pretty sure none of us want that. So this is something to really live by, man, to the best of our abilities, And Abaratazah, this is edifying for the body. So once again, call halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Waharakodash Brakathum. Once again, I'd like to give double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the select number of Ahchyam pushing his truth and sincerity in four corners of the round earth. And salutations to the select number of Aquat that they're listening. Shalom.